Okay, so today I'm going to show you a little bit about a melon that I bought recently. This is called the Hami or the Hami Melon. As you can see, it's bright yellow. It has a kind of rough web-like brown mesh netting around it. I found these a few days ago at our Costco here in Colorado, and I bought 3 of them, not really sure what they would be like, and so I opened up one yesterday. I learned several things, and I'd like to share that with you today. So the Hami melon originated in China, and apparently the season starts around June, and so that's when we start to see them show up here in our grocery stores. It is a very crisp melon, which some of you might really like, and so for that reason, I'm going to show you a different way of cutting it. What I generally like to do is cut the melons open in half, scoop out the seeds, and then just eat the melon with a spoon. However, this melon is quite firm and crisp, and that was hard to do yesterday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the ends of the melon. And so you can see that flesh is a little bit orange, right in there. And we're going to give it a little bit of a taste at the end and see how the sweetness is. It's excellent. It's so good. So you can save these and eat off of them. And then what I liked about this melon is that there's hardly any waste. You can see just the edge of the rind goes, the orange goes way almost nearly to the edge of the rind, right? So, and that is quite sweet all the way to the edge, which I love. And so what I'm gonna do is cut the rind all off as close as I can. And so I'm just gonna kind of slice down in these, a little bit of that bite in my throat. Some people compare this to cantaloupe. I honestly don't think it has any taste like cantaloupe. It looks like cantaloupe because it does have this orange color, but I find cantaloupe to be incredibly aromatic. Some people don't like the smell. It sort of smells up their whole house, and some people don't like that. In the muskmelon family, this I find to be much more crisp and sweet, like a honeydew, but not like a honeydew in the sense that it's not soft. It's not mushy at all on the interior. And so as you can see, I'm just sort of shaving off the edges as I work around the melon. This is also a way that I will cut a watermelon if I want to have the watermelon cut up into pieces. You can use the same technique of cutting the ends off and then slicing along the edges so that you're just getting where the white rind is. Okay, so there is the exterior of the rind. And so now it's gonna have seeds on the inside. So I'm gonna cut it right down the center and show you what that looks like. So this is your traditional melon looking interior where we're going to remove the seeds with a spoon. And again, it's crisp on the inside, so this is not going to lend itself well to just eating it with a spoon. So that's why I have removed all the skin. Oops, let's work on this down here. It's a little easier this way. So the Hami melon, I have to say, I really quite enjoyed eating this yesterday. I probably have had this melon before, but what I'm really appreciating about it this year is its sweetness. It's juicy. and the texture is quite pleasing. It's crisp, it's not mushy at all. There's a teeny little bit of softness in this interior area, but it's not very much. So then what I'm gonna do is make some slices down, and you can cut melons in so many ways depending on the size that you would ultimately like to have, but let's take a taste. I'm telling you, crisp, sweet, refreshing. What I did yesterday was I served this with some green grapes, sliced in half, just for a little bit of a tartness to mix together with the sweetness of this melon. And you could make this really into a nice fruit salad as well if you enjoyed that. You could put different textures of fruits into the salad. You could do citrus, pineapple, mango, whatever you like. And so I'm not sure if I will have it with some green grapes today. I might. And let's talk a little bit about how you pick out your Hami melon. What I did when I was in the store was I tried to pick the ones out of the bin that were the most yellow. So the deepest yellow color I could find. And then also heavy for its size. So I would pick them up and compare them to other ones in the bin. And I selected 3 that were the heaviest for their size and also the brightest yellow color. When I read about it online, it said there might be a slight aroma. I didn't actually notice much aroma from these. I also read that you do not want to wait for this melon to soften or become mushy. You want to, it might yield slightly to pressure under your thumb at the stem ends. Honestly, I didn't notice any of that. So again, I didn't notice the aroma. I didn't notice any yielding to pressure, but very sweet, very crisp, and delicious. So this is one way to cut and prepare a Hami melon. And there we have it. So I hope you learned something, and I hope you get to try this melon. It's so tasty and delicious and crisp and satisfying. And if you like the bowl, I'll share that in the link down below. This comes from a place in Florida called Vegetables, where they make different sized bowls based on molds of actual fruits and vegetables. So there's your Hami melon. I hope you enjoy.